So very quickly in side position, it's just a really nice place to get the large intestine extension on this corner, and to get some lung 1 and lung on the arm. Some people aren't comfortable lying in supine or prone, so this is a really nice solution for that. So it's just nice to start. You can put one hand on the lung and one hand on the sacrum. And you just want to make sure that you're really strong in your own grounding and in your own space. I'm not crowding her space. I'm not so far away that I can't, be completely grounded and present and weighted. My hands are weighted, but they're not heavy, if that makes any sense. So we can find there's a diaphragm point, which can be helpful with some breathing issues. So you find the tip of her scapula, shoulder blade, and trace it straight back to the spine, and that's bladder 17. It's not a shoe point. Because they don't consider the diaphragm a shoe point or an organ. It's just a muscle, but it does have its own point. So this is gonna help relax her diaphragm muscle. It's probably under the attachment site of the diaphragm onto the spine. I would imagine it is. And if you're interested in that, you can look it up. Bladder 17, diaphragm point. Okay. So now we're going to move on. I'm going to sit right next to her, and my hand's in a dragon's mouth. This, where my thumb rests, is right in her waist. That's the large intestine diagnostic area. Maybe you could have a hand on her somewhere else, like the lung. So I'm going to move on to the shoulder rotation and finish that line. So you wrap her arm should be resting on yours. And I'm holding this lung 1, this shoulder girdle, I'm holding it with the palm of my hand. So make sure that this fits comfortably. And if it doesn't, maybe scooch up, scooch down. And then always listen to their breathing. It's just a really good default. So as they breathe in, you go to their ear. And as they exhale, you go down and away from their ear. But you could go in the other direction. Up towards their ear and down. And you can lean back a little bit, here. You don't have to be so delicate about it. I personally like going towards up to the ear and then back away from the shoulders like this. Okay, so just get comfortable here. Now I'm gonna sit in Seiza. I'm gonna keep her elbow lower than her shoulder and just bring her arm across my lap, palm up. From here, I can hold her elbow, right above her elbow, and secure this arm. Now if I breathe in, and then as she exhales, I can stretch and breathe in, and open and stretch. In 3 times maybe. Open and stretch. So you can do the whole lung meridian here if you wanted to. Okay. You can also find the lung 1 point with your elbow, but I'm not really leaning on her yet. I'm just kind of waiting for her to know that it's okay. I'm not gonna put too much pressure here because this can be quite vulnerable. And make sure your palm is relaxed, because if it's not, there's tension in my arm automatically. It's a nice test to see if you're really relaxing your arm. Because why are they gonna relax if you're not relaxed? So here you can hold that lung 1, and now we're gonna do the dragon's mouth that I did earlier, but now we have all this space because her arm is across my lap. So this is the large intestine diagnostic area. And then my fingers are 90 degrees, but this is just to get a sense of where they fall on the corner of her ribs. And we're just gonna go up her torso. Just waking it up so she's aware of this place. Technically it will go around the shoulder into 15, but it's okay, you can connect it to lung 1 if you want. Oh, a little pop. And then we're gonna bring it back. And we'll do her other side.